Hi everyone, Richard here. Look what I have. This is the JJRC X9 Heron drone, and this is an interesting drone because it has a 2-axis gimbal, 1080p camera. It runs on 5G Wi-Fi. Make sure you have to have a newer phone which handles 5G Wi-Fi. Not a 5G phone, but a newer phone that has 5G Wi-Fi, which means the normal drone runs on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, whereas this one runs on 5 GHz Wi-Fi. So you have to have a modern day phone which can handle 5G Wi-Fi. Normally the 4G cell phones, most of them have 5G Wi-Fi on as well. So what happened is, let's take a look what we have here. This has a follow me mode, return to home, point of interest, low battery, return to home. So when it detects it's got a low battery, it will just fly back to the starting point. 15 minutes flight time, but I think probably you get 10 to 12 minutes. FPV real-time transmission to the phone via the 5G Wi-Fi, and a 1080p camera with a fail-safe function. So let's open up and have a look what's inside. Couple of things here. First, look at this quick start guide. It has a QR code for the app at the App Store and Google Play Store, and we shall look at the app later on. This is the remote control and what the functions there on the remotes. Yeah, you actually have antennas, so this is not a fake antenna, it's real antenna. Some remotes have these two antennas, but they are fake, they are not real, but this is a real antenna. We have status lights. I will show you on the remote. This is basically just a quick guide and how to start up the plane. You definitely have to read through these because a lot of people don't know how to start the drone for manual takeoff, and you have to go through the guide. It's best to let you read all this. I know most people don't read the guide, but for a drone you definitely better read. So this is the drone. Let's take this out, and before we look at the drone, let's see what else we have inside here. So the remotes, this is a remote and 2 batteries, and this is the charger, and it comes with a micro USB cable as well as some props, I think it's 2 extra props in case you break them, and this is the phone holder. Okay, so this battery has a light indicator, which you can see here. Let me click it on. Okay, so you press it and it'll show how much power is on. Okay, this one as well. Okay, so you click it on here to charge, and the USB goes here, so it's full, so it's blinking, it's full. Okay, let's look at the remote. Move this out. So this is a real antenna. How do you tell that? because there's, if you look closely, there's actually wire running up there. So this is a real antenna. So don't break this because it's not a fake antenna. And here we have the antenna, and then you have number 2 is the flight mode switch. So M, okay, is flight mode, and you have one key return, which is here. So there's icon to show one key return. You probably won't mistake this. So mode, and then one key return, and then you have the status LED, and number 4, it says here mode indicator. So when you click this one should change color, as well as joystick left and right and power on, and then you have the camera pitch. Sorry, before that, number 9. Okay, one key takeoff. So this is one key takeoff and land. Okay, so it's landing as well. So it's dual function. You can one key takeoff and one key land if you don't want to do the manual takeoff this way. Okay, and then you have left right joystick and photo and video. So this button is the photo and video. So I'll have to figure out how to use that. And the USB charging port. Okay, this remote comes with its own battery. So it is a 2600 milliamp hour battery at 3.7 volts. So it has a built-in battery, and you don't have to have a separate unit for battery. So it has its own battery, which is good. You just charge it and use it. And 13. So where is 13? Okay, 13 is camera pitch angle. So you take photo here and you adjust the camera angle, which means whether it's up or down via the side. And there's no more other button here. Okay, so this is to hold your handphone. Okay, let's look at the drone. So it has a gimbal. It's very fragile. These gimbals, you have to take care of them and not knock them. It does pitch, and it has a side movement here. You can see it shakes. You can look at that. So it's able to tilt up and down and handle the side movement if the drone is moving this way, especially this. Okay, so there's a sensor here for height adjustment. This is pressure flow. There's no optical flow on this. It looks like a camera, but it's not. So the props are retractable, but the arms are not foldable, so you are fixed with this size as well. And let's put in the battery and have a look. So okay, sticker on the sticker. Okay. So there's a flap here which you can open, and it has a USB, and the micro SD slot is here as well. So it's good that you can record direct to the card and have a clearer footage rather than through Wi-Fi to the phone, and you can get the full 1080p. We'll look at the files and have a look at the quality of the video. Okay, for those who want to know how to power on this JJRC X9, It's quite a complex process for it's not just one button on. First, before you switch on the remote, you have to power on one time and then you hold 2 seconds and then it will come on. So after that, which you want to switch on your remote by holding it 2 seconds as well. So you start pairing. That's why the lights are blinking. Once it's paired, and then you'll be able to see the lights will stop blinking. But before that, I will have to show you how do you know that it is turned on. Okay, so the camera is up. So I will show you again what is the initiation process when you power this on, and try not to block the camera when it's being powered on. It has to be on a flat surface. So let's off it again. Okay, you see the camera drops down. So off the remote. Okay, let's switch back this on and you can see how the camera will initiate. Let me put it at the side, at least you can see the initiation. You press one time and that's the light on, and then you hold 2 seconds. Now you have to make sure the camera does its job. If it does not initiate, means it's not working. So you have to off and on again. It must do this. It must initiate and does all the gimbal exercise before you can use it. If you have started it and the gimbal did not initiate and you have flown this, you will not get the footage at all. So you have to make sure it does its exercise and then you can fly. Let's take a look at the app. This is the Enjoy Fly app, and you can see there's a few functions here: tilt, adjust, and then lift off and land, as well as the video and photo, and this is the file. Let's look at the function inside here, and you can see is you have a beginner's mode, which limits the distance to 200 meters and the height of 120 meters, right? And you can adjust the virtual joystick setting for left or right hander, and voltage not available now. You can check how much voltage. Low power alarm, so you can set if it's the battery reach 10%, it will start making alarm sound, and you can bring it back. And you can calibrate your compass and gyro. You do this when you go out and you have the GPS connection, then better do it outdoors. And then you pair the RC and you have the Wi-Fi connection, and then this is the firmware. So this is how it looks like after you have paired the remotes. Again, you have to use the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi connects to the remote. So your phone is actually connecting to the remote, and then the remote will connect to the drone. You can connect to the drone, but it's better to connect straight to the remote, and that way you have better signal and is stronger, and then use the antenna from the remote to connect to the drone. That's how you get a stable connection. It says, look at that, it says it's connected, then you need to calibrate it, and then it's paired, and then that is the Wi-Fi that you connected to the controller. So you need to do compass calibration, so level rotation. So again, first done, keep the head drawn upwards and then rotate. So you have to hold it this way and then you rotate. So once it's done, you can see it says here, drone is under remote control. Okay, So calibration success. So you can do gyro calibration, and then it goes calibrate success, because it needs to be on a flat surface that it knows is flat. So these are the few things that you have to do it before you even fly the drone. Else you have your drone flying everywhere else and it gets lost, and that is the reason why many people have problem with the drones. So next up, we will take this drone out and then fly it, and I'll show you how the flight looks like. Okay, that's your answer.